If your bottled tea says antioxidants, you might be drinking a dressed-up soda. In the next few minutes, we're naming 7 popular teas that lean on sugar, natural flavors, and vague claims that make you feel healthy while your wallet and your blood sugar take the hit. Stay with me and you'll learn the 3 label red flags to spot in under 5 seconds. So you can leave the fakes on the shelf and grab the real thing that actually tastes clean and keeps the sugar down. You can spot a fake, healthy tea before you leave the aisle, if you know where to look. Let's start with a 5-second scan that saves your money and your afternoon crash. You're going to check the front for buzzwords, then flip the bottle, skim the ingredient line, and glance at the serving size. That quick pass tells you if it's brewed tea or a costume party. Here's the setup. The 5-second test looks for 3 red flags. First, names for added sugar that don't say sugar. Second, natural flavors sitting higher than tea. Third, loud antioxidant claims with no context and tea extracts hiding after sweeteners. If you hit 2 of the 3, you put it back. If you hit all 3, that bottle is closer to dessert than drink. Brands lean hard on health halos. They splash antioxidants on the front, shrink the serving size to make the numbers look polite, and use flavor chemistry to build a taste that seems clean while it acts like soda. The serving trick is simple: 1 bottle, 2 servings. You think you're drinking 1. Your label thinks you're sipping half. That's how a mild-looking panel turns into a sugar dump. Red flag number 1, added sugar by any name. Cane sugar is obvious, so some labels dress it up. High fructose corn syrup shows up, sure, but you'll also see honey blends that mix honey with other syrups. Agave that sounds earthy but acts like straight sweetness. Evaporated cane juice, which is just sugar with a tan, and fruit juice concentrates that push sugar under the juice banner. If any of those sit before tea, the sweetness drives the bus. And if the bottle splits into 2 servings, you double what you think you're taking in. That's the real kicker. Red flag number 2, natural flavors near the top. When that phrase outruns tea leaves or tea extract, your taste is coming from a lab-built flavor system. That's how you get lemon that tastes more lemon than lemon, or peach that hangs in your mouth long after the sip. Real brewed tea has edges, bitter notes, tannins, a dry finish. Flavor bases smooth all that out and sell you a mood. Red flag number 3, antioxidant shoutouts with no context. If the front screams antioxidants, but on the back the tea extract sits after sweeteners or fruit concentrate, that's marketing smoke. Real antioxidant content depends on how much tea is in there and how it was made. If the dose isn't clear and the tea is buried, you're getting the word without the work. Here's what research consistently shows in plain terms. Many bottled teas land in the same sugar range as soda once you account for the whole bottle. The serving split disguises the load, and the flavor system keeps you sipping. That's how a light tea drains your energy an hour later. Think of it like a gym membership that's 90% lounge and 10% treadmill. You're paying for the vibe, not the work. A real tea should taste like leaves met hot water, not like a candy shop with a tea sign on the door. With this test, you can reject most of the shelf in seconds and skip the premium price on flavored sugar water. Front buzzword, back ingredient order, serving size. Hit those 3, and you'll keep your cart clean and your blood sugar steady. Now let's move on to the 7 brands that fail this test the loudest, and the bottles that actually deliver clean taste, low sugar, and real tea near the top where it belongs. Let's start with a quick scorecard you can run in your head. Sugar load, flavor tricks, antioxidant spin. That's it. 3 checks, and you'll know if the bottle is a treat dressed as tea. Sugar load means what the whole bottle delivers, not the polite number per serving. Flavor tricks means natural flavors and bases sitting ahead of tea. Antioxidant spin means loud promises with tea pushed down the list. Run that checklist as we move through the usual suspects. Big names lean on nostalgia and real brewed language. They use glass bottles, sepia labels, and a CommScript font that says road trip and porch swing. But the order on the back tells the truth. Sweeteners first, tea later, flavor systems up front. You get a soft, round sip with a glow that lingers like candy. It feels clean, but it acts like soda. The lemonade, tea mashups are the loudest. They sell half and half, but the half that wins is sugar. On the label, tea trails behind sweeteners and citrus flavor bases. You'll see fruit, you'll see natural lemon flavor, and you'll see tea extract after the party is already over. The antioxidant nods are there, but they're vague and staged. No dose, no detail, just a halo while your glycemic load climbs. Next, the honey comfort label. This one leans cozy. The bottle whispers that your grandma would approve. Then the ingredient line admits honey plus cane sugar, sometimes with another syrup cameo. That stack doubles the sweet hit. And the tall bottle plays the serving split. You drink the whole thing. The panel pretends you didn't. Then there's the zero sugar, all flavor promise. No sugar, sure, but the sweet profile is built from blends that crank sweetness without calories. Pair that with heavy, natural flavors, and the tea slides into the background. You taste peach or lemon that's turned up to 11, followed by a slick, chemical afterglow. If tea shows up after the flavors, you're getting the vibe, not the leaf. The antioxidant super tea is the Health Wash Pro. It shouts plant power on the front, but turn it around and you'll find concentrates or extracts after sweeteners or juices. That order matters. If the supposed hero sits behind the support cast, how much are you really getting? Claims land without context, so you're left with a promise and no way to verify the dose that does the work. Fruit-forward teas look innocent, but watch the words juice concentrate. That's sugar in a fancier coat. The front says berry or mango like it's a farm stand. The back says concentrate, flavor base, and tea after the sweetness. Your mouth gets a bold, candy-like fruit punch. Your body gets a sugar hit that doesn't care what the front label said. Run the scorecard, and you'll spot the pattern across brand lines. Sweetness rivals soda. Tea trails the flavor base. Antioxidant claims float without detail. One major line, once you multiply the servings by the bottle, lands with more sugar than a chocolate bar. The label didn't lie. It just counted the bottle in fractions you won't use. So what do you grab instead? You want bottles where tea is near the top and the list stays short. You want sweetness at or under a small single digit per serving and no split games across the bottle. The taste will be drier, a touch tannic, and actually refreshing instead of sticky. Now let's move on to the picks that check those boxes without the sugar trap or the staged health halo. Real tea tastes like tea. Short list, tea near the top, and sugar at 5 grams or less per serving. That's your North Star. If the sip is crisp, a little tannic, and not sticky, you're in the clear. If it tastes like candy, it is. Use the 5-second test today. Front buzzwords, back ingredient order, serving size. If this gave you something to chew on, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who lives on bottled tea. The real kicker? Next time we'll rank store-bought teas that actually brew clean, hold sugar in check, and don't punch holes in your budget.